Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Garblag Games. My name is Dan, and I am here tonight to bring you some Star Wars West End Games D6 tabletop role-playing adventures. Hurrah! If you're watching
Hurrah.
us on Twitch, don't forget to spend your Garblag groats on some wonderful rerolls for our sort of wonderful players. Or on me, the wonderful DM. Of course, you want to give me a reroll. It's fine. It's fine. It's
Yeah,
fine. It's fine.
I
Don't
see
worry about
how
it. It's
it
fine.
is. Yeah.
If you're watching us on YouTube, well, hello there. Please like, share, and subscribe, and give us a comment on what you feel how the game went, and what else you might like to see in a Star Wars game. Couple of announcements tonight. We have a Traveller game on Thursday, which is a sponsored game, and there will be prizes and giveaway. So that'll be exciting. Please do tune in for that on Twitch. And on Friday, we have Spire, where there will be more sponsorship and more giveaways and prizes. Hoorah! So on that note, let's begin with a quick round of introductions from our players, and then I will do a quick summary on where we left the game last. So, beginning with Colin.
Hi, I'm Colin. I'm playing Jamadil Jul, the Duras X-Wing pilot, and mechanic, codename Sparks. That was it.
Eve.
Yeah, I'm playing the Twi'lek pilot, Marixa, codename Pulsar.
Rog.
Hi, I'm Roger. I'm playing Lutz Nyem, the Sullustan Jedi X-Wing pilot, codename Deep Freeze.
And last but not least, but not forgotten, Jim.
Hello, I'm Jim, and I'm playing Stringer, the human X-Wing pilot who's got a bit of a thing for gambling, and my code name is Ray.
Okay, so when last we saw our heroes, we had a bit of downtime. Our players went exploring the ship. They completed some missions. They spent some experience, and they rebuilt their relationships with the rest of the New Hope and the Y-Wing Squadron. And they also managed to get some parts and bits for the New Hope, which is now laid up in dry dock in a hidden location. Information was received by the New Hope from Agent Dash Handsome on board the Pioneering Spirit that two dark TIE fighters were completing tests in the Garblag Nebula, a sort of bright green nebula, not at all shaped like a G. And these two dark TIE fighters were in fact doing live fire exercises on TIE fighters. Our heroic Ranger Squadron went forth into the night, hyperspace straight there, and a dogfight ensued. It was quite a tense battle. It soon became apparent that these dark TIE fighters were pretty high tech, advanced technologies and shielding and hull, and the organic element, the brains, must be some former experienced clone pilots, making a nasty combination. And what has Ranger Squadron worried is that if these things are built en masse, they will in fact become quite a formidable foe for the fledgling Rebel Alliance. The Ranger Squadron have rescued a TIE fighter pilot after destroying one of the Dark TIE fighters. And now they begin to head into the Garblag Nebula, ready to chase down the second Dark TIE fighter and rescue further TIE fighter pilots. Have I missed anything?
We got a good scan of the Dark TIE, and we've got a bit of its hull. Just a small piece that I pulled in. And
also, rescuing
nipped it.
rescuing the TIE fighter pilot was directly against orders from the New Hope.
We were ordered to kill him.
We were ordered to shoot someone who'd surrendered.
I can't remember.
Yes, no, I hadn't forgotten about that. And tension ensued.
Yeah.
Straight on
Right,
nobody,
okay.
And we are-
so-
When we
Fortunately, not
yeah,
within-
sure,
Attention,
we'll do
yet.
that.
Not within the squad. The squadron went, no.
we're not doing that.
No.
No, we're not doing that.
But hey,
Okay, okay, gents.
One other thing I was going to say, I'm going to put a timer. I'm going to set a timer in my craft to make sure that I have plenty of warning to get back in time to patch up this TIE fighter's hull. I didn't want to do it initially because there's another dark tie on the loose, and I'd rather blow it up before coming back and doing a spacewalk.
And we might be able to save more of the pilots if we go in sooner.
That too, but want to make sure we get back in time for.
Yeah,
he doesn't suffocate. He had a couple of hours, he said.
Right, okay. So, don't forget that in the Garblag Nebula, sensors and shield don't work, so you'll have to take up your visual scanning. And as the X-Wings begin to approach the green mist, S-foils in attack formation, the green fog begins to envelop each X-Wing until you can't see them at all as they pierce into the cloud. Inside, you can't see barely another X-Wing away from you. It's difficult to see anything, and you can see the occasional flash of lightning and sheet lightning across the clouds. You do see, as soon as you enter, though, after a brief little drift in, you do manage to find a TIE fighter limping out. Make a communications roll.
Yeah.
All of us.
Come on.
Yep. Some are better than others at this.
Yeah.
It's tricky with the kind of with the nebula around you. Communications is off mechanical.
Do we get
19.
like the whole dice pool or?
I got 7
damage
and I
get,
rolled a
or-
1 on the wild dice.
Okay.
You
Bear
flip
with
him
us.
off.
You accidentally.
Sorry, Pulsar, what was your question?
I was saying if we were rolling all our dice. Or
It was just straight off mechanical if you don't have communications.
Yeah. 13 for me.
13. So,
19. I got the same as.
Wraith, what did you get with the 1?
7.
Okay. Rog, what did you get?
19.
Okay, so 2 19s. Sparks and Deep Freeze, you managed to set up a communication link to the TIE fighter, who lets you know there's 3 other TIE fighters remaining that he is aware of in the mist. So that would be including the one outside the nebula already. That's 3, 4,
So
5,
5,
5 of them all, which is pretty bad because a full TIE fighter's wing consists of about 12. So these dark ties have been busy.
To be
And
fair,
again,
against that thing, these pilots didn't really stand much of a chance.
the fact that they're alive,
Probably
I
not,
think, is
yeah.
a testament to them. But they
They're
are
not
Imperial-
Ranger Squadron.
They're not.
Yeah.
Now,
They're not piloting X-wings.
Wraith, you rolled a 1. So over your comms, you begin to get a series of basically it's not comm chat. It's not like coded frequency or anything. It basically sounds like almost like when you used to start up a 90s modem internet connection.
There are people born in the 90s going, what?
Yeah, probably, but yeah.
It's when you had to use the home telephone line to dial up your internet, and you only had the one phone line.
And it made a really irritating screeching noise.
Yes, and that's the pitch back that you get. But Wraith, it's not coming from your ship. It's coming externally, and the chatter it's a mechanical, like, it's almost as if one computer was communicating with another.
Like the kind of thing you might get out of a mostly cybernetic dark TIE fighter.
I think I've been hacked.
We can't communicate with each other, can we?
Yes, you can. It's just sensors and shields.
Kill your comms, Wraith.
Say again.
Kill your comms.
Okay, Wraith, make another comms roll.
That's better. 16.
16. Okay, you shut down your comms. Okay, so how are you guys going to do this? Are you sticking as a group, spreading out, going different ways?
I think the instruction, I can't remember if I said it at the end of last week, but yeah, basically the instruction was stay tight. Well, the thing is,
you're not going to split up.
No, if we spread out and we lose communications, then if one of us engages the dark tie, then no one else will know.
It's
Are you sure you don't want to split up? I'm joking. I wouldn't do that to you.
Yes, I'm very sure.
Oh, Colin's been given a reroll.
Oh, thanks.
Not sure how I feel about that, or how Colin should feel about it like that. It's almost as if Colin rolls badly and they're just instantly assuming he needs a reroll.
Well, they're not wrong.
I'll drink to that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right, okay. So, everyone make a starfighter piloting roll.
Do we add our 3 dice for the ship on?
No. So, basically, because you don't have sensors, it's basically affected your ship's flight navigation system. So, halve your maneuverability dice.
Run the up or down?
Down,
so
of course.
we only get 1 for the ship.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be just 1, okay.
31.
You want me to roll this as well, Dan?
Yes, please.
What is it again?
Starfighter piloting with only 1D maneuverability.
So your
28.
character's dice pool plus 1 dice.
28.
23.
23.
I've rolled better, but that should be fine.
22.
Okay. You all easily dodge the forks of lightning that shoot out through the clouds. And as you drift through, your engine's on kind of a medium speed. You don't want to go too fast because you don't really have a field of vision that extends that far, so you can't really see where you're going. Well, maybe some of you.
I believe.
You begin to find another TIE fighter, which is able to limp back with your guidance, because even though you've got no sensors, you can say basically head that way.
Yeah, we can give them a bearing and say that direction.
Which leaves 2 more. And you begin to kind of bear around. And in quite a stunning feat of unified flying in formation flying, you kind of bear around together, ships close together, you drift down and you see 2 TIE fighters hanging there in space, and then next to them, also hanging there, is the dark TIE.
So they're not fighting, they're literally just sat there.
Yeah. All of them, with your visual scanning, appear damaged.
Okay, well, I'm not taking a chance. Torpedoes away at the dark TIE. Can we comm to the 2 ties?
Yes, do you want to make a comms roll?
Yeah, I'll make
Sure.
a comms roll. What do you want?
Go pilots back.
My co-pilot's his bag, or the other one, who I can't pick up and show you because she'll scratch me horribly.
18 this time.
Oh, okay.
Less. 10,
Sorry,
11,
what
13.
is this? That's comms?
Comms.
So, the TIE fighter pilot, you link up with one TIE fighter pilot, and he says his co-pilot is dead. We've managed to damage the Dark TIE fighter, but we think it was about to activate some sort of self-destruct. And if we move, it's gonna blow up. If you hit it with anything, it's gonna blow up, and I'm quite worried that I'm too close to the blast radius.
We've got a chance to have a close look at a disabled, not destroyed Dark TIE here.
Yes, with a bomb on it.
Detail.
If you could spacewalk and disable it,
Excuse me.
that might work. However, that is a hell of a risk.
Uh-huh.
Given how much of a threat these things are, I'll take it.
It's your call, Sparks. We're not going to make you do this.
Let's give it a go. Don't
Okay,
get too
I will
close.
use hand signals to Wraith to basically tell him that hold position, don't engage. Seeing as he had to cut his comms.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, let's
How are you
try
going to do this?
I'm going to be an idiot.
Can the rest of us lock on to the thing?
You mean in case it starts moving?
If it starts moving, torpedoes are going to start flying.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
You
I'm
all
going
can,
to-
and I won't. Actually, I will. So you will need to roll for it because you're in a gas nebula, and there are 2 TIE fighters as well drifting there. One of which has a live pilot in it. So although it will be easy, don't roll a 1.
Right. So I'm going to try and make my way over to the Dark TIE.
So is the other one basically just a tie with no pilot?
Yeah.
So Colin, you got another reroll, and Raj as well, and you got 1.
Thank you, people.
Stay on
Hopefully,
target.
I will not need it. but I am glad for the backup because this could go really,
the force
really
is with
wrong.
you.
The Force is with me.
And you are one with the Force.
Oh, I don't know about that bit.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna let myself out and mask on, full whatever.
I want you to make a piloting roll first
Okay,
to get there because you need to.
with the 1 dive maneuverability.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, that's
Oh, make sure there's no tracking chip on that thing.
that's a straight 20.
Any ones?
Nothing interesting. Yes, there was 1 in there, but not the one.
Ah, but no one on one. Okay, so how close do you want to bring your X-wing?
Not too close. I'm expecting at this point I'm going to be doing a reasonably substantial distance free. But if there's a risk, if they think there's a risk that if they fire up engines to move the ties, this thing will blow, I do not want to be close. I want to go in a good distance, probably at least 3 times the distance they're out.
Okay. Which will require a spacewalk.
Yes.
I'll try and help you.
How?
The Force.
When he's spacewalking,
Oh, okay. Yeah, like it. So
Don't push this one.
well, you know how they do in the films where someone takes a run up and then one of them kind of flings them with the Force to kind of give them a boost, that kind of thing.
what can you recommend to me for a spacewalk roll? Because it's going to be needed.
Ooh.
Normally, I would use Okay, yeah. So it would be power suit operations, which is a mechanical role.
I
Which I
was going to
believe you're
guess mechanical.
good
I'm
at.
all right at mechanical.
Oh, okay.
You're all right.
Better technical.
Yeah, you're probably the best one of us to do this.
Well, mechanical's your piloting skills. So my base mechanical is 3D plus 2. My base technical is 4D plus 2. Technical is where all the repair and stuff. However, I do have demolitions as a listed skill. So once I get there, I am the person you want to get there.
To diffuse
Demolition.
Okay.
Demolitions 5D plus 2. So,
This is what you want. Yeah, okay, cool.
And then Starfighter repair to take the relevant bits offline, so... Yeah. Anyway, trying to get there. That is a 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
And can I use the Force to assist him?
I mean, yes, you've got 1D.
So do I just roll 1D? 5.
Okay.
Not bad for my 1D.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Right, you get on top of the dark tide without blowing up. So you're able to kind of jump off the nose of your X-Wing with a slight push from the Force. You gently land on the dark TIE fighter.
Yeah. Crazy dust.
Wraith.
Yes.
Make a computer programming repair roll.
Oh dear.
Oh shit.
I'm trying to repair your comms.
No. Something's trying to hack his comms.
Oh, yeah, right.
11. 19. And
19.
I got a 6. Yeah, I got a 6 on the wild.
Very good. Okay, so your ship, which has been stationary, suddenly jolts forward. And it looked like something was basically had activated the flight control systems without you pressing any buttons or anything. You quickly take a gloved hand to the flight control systems on the computer and clear whatever error had gone through the system. But there seems to be an ongoing error in the system. And it looks like that if your ship had gone any further, the nose of your ship would have just gently nudged the dormant TIE fighter, which would have then rolled into the dark TIE fighter.
Right. Okay.
Back off a bit probably makes this.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right, make another computer programming repair roll.
15.
This is going to be a clash of rolls. Ooh. Again. Okay, yeah, you're fine. The engine looks like it was going to power up, but then stalls. Colin, right, you're on the ship. Make a demolitions roll. Under technical.
Yep, demolitions to try and disarm this bomb. So that's not the best roll I've ever made.
Do you
That's
have
18.
re-rolls?
I do have
that's not bad.
re-rolls. 18 isn't terrible.
So with your demolitions roll, you're able to ascertain that the demolition trigger has actually already been activated.
Okay.
So this ship should have already blown up.
Okay.
But something has stopped it from blowing up. You're not sure what. Maybe it was a fault somewhere. Maybe it was some sort of mechanical error. You don't know. It does have a backup system, which has activated, which basically gives you a couple of minutes before it blows up.
Okay.
You can try and disconnect the backup.
Yeah.
But disconnect it. You're almost not disconnecting anything. Not in a sort of computer way. You're basically taking out a part of the ship, and that's going to
the explosives away.
That's going to cause some damage.
Yeah. Okay. Well, to be honest, right now my priority is stopping this thing from blowing up.
And make another demolition roll.
Yeah, we need to be able to get the other
Yeah,
pilot.
drifting out and destroy it in space.
That is a bit better. That's 15, 21, 23.
Okay. You managed to remove the demolition pack.
Right.
What is quite disturbing is that when you do it, there are organic elements on it when you take it out. So whatever this thing was, it was directly plugged into its brain.
Oh, wow.
What?
So you have basically, effectively, you've just lobotomized the pilot.
I wasn't considering this pilot to be one we were going to recruit. To be honest.
Don't forget to check for tracking.
Yeah. I'm first of all making the thing not explode, then I'll worry about the next stage.
Make a starfighter repair roll.
Fair enough, yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to be seeing what the state of the thing is, seeing what the options are for getting it somewhere we can pick it up, and...
Activate tractor beam. Oh no, we don't have one.
Yeah, X-Wings don't usually come with those.
There might be some kind of way we could...
And checking what kind of tracking.
You've got tow cables.
If you want my opinion, that's a flow.
Wow. Okay, so that's a lot. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 30. With a 6 on the wild die. There's a lot of 6s. 34, 36.
Okay. That's very good. So, a little bit extra for you now.
That was a lot of 6s.
That was a lot. So, you've deactivated the tracker. But as you've kind of plugged in a little sort of data slate into the ship's computer. And as you're typing away, trying to bring up the information that you need, you find the kind of software pathways to deactivate the track, which you do. But then you notice that the ship's navigation pattern indicates that it didn't hyperspace here, which gets you kind of like, well, how did it get here? It's then that you figure out that there's also a Star Destroyer in this nebula with you.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I'll relay that. So this thing didn't get here through hyperspace. It got dropped off from the Star Destroyer that's somewhere floating in the nebula, waiting for a rendezvous.
Well, let's get that ship and that pilot out of here.
Which, to be fair, is also possibly shouldn't be that surprising because the TIEs don't have hyperdrive capability.
No,
But we know the Dark TIEs do. And I'll give you this one for free because it was a good roll. Those sensors and shields, damaged in the nebula, comms aren't, and it's clearly done a lot of signaling.
Yeah, so we probably have a retrieval crew on the way already.
Can you turn off its comms and then we can tow it the hell out of it?
Oh, its comms are gone now. Anyway.
Yeah, I've already done that, or they would crash before I got here, or whatever. But yeah, let's get this thing hooked up and move.
Okay, I'll position my X-wings for...
And let that TIE fighter know he can
it.
get the hell out of here and give him a bearing to
Okay.
link up with the rest of his
given I've
survivors.
already communicated with it, do I need to roll again?
No, but I would want you all to make piloting rolls because you're coming out of this nebula, you've got the lightning, you've got, a damaged TIE fighter that's flying quite close to information with you, and you're kind of like...
And we're
towing a large weight.
So is it
Do
just
we
one
get
way to
the
the
free
thing
extra?
again?
Sorry? So you're still down 1 maneuverability dice.
So yeah, okay. Add.
10, 20, straight 20.
Straight 30.
Just
25, 27.
16 and 1 lower line.
Right. Okay. So, first of all, does Pulsar have a reroll?
No, unless someone wants to be very nice and give Pulsar a reroll. I'm just wondering if anyone that's watching would like to give Pulsar a reroll.
Now would be the time before I start rolling dice.
Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud here. While I'm talking, I'm not stalling you at all. Well,
Yes,
that was
Jack.
convenient. I see. I wasn't. You got 2.
Thank
Oh,
you.
well.
Yes, I've got 2 now.
Oh, 3. 4.
Oh boy. Yeah, I can reroll.
Do you want to take a reroll?
Would you?
Yes.
Give him Raj.
Alright, that's already a bit better. Okay, that's 19.
There you go. Okay. So again, steadily in formation. The X-wing squad starts to make its way out of the Garblag nebula. Green mist begins to part. As you come out, there is a capital ship there waiting for you. It is not a Star Destroyer.
Well, that's a good start.
It's a oh my god, mind blank.
On calamari.
No.
Corellian.
Yes, Carillion Corvette. Thank you. From
Awesome.
like the one from New Hope. These are the rebels. These
The
are
ones we
Rebel
signaled.
Alliance. These are the ones that you signalled, and they've already started rescue operations for the pilots.
Okay.
They got here quicker than they thought they were going to be able
I'm going to
to.
comm
They
that
had a ship in the area.
immediately. As soon as I'm able to, I'm going to comm the ship.
Okay. You get comms back saying this is the Concorde. Are you well, Ranger Squad? Over.
Very well, thank you. This is Ranger 3. Just to give you fair warning, there is a Star Destroyer in that nebula. We haven't seen it, but we know it's there. So be prepared for a quick exit.
Right. Okay. I see you've got 2 TIE fighters there with you, one of which I don't recognise, but will their pilots be coming on board also?
One of them will.
Right, and that other one?
Dan, as a question, would we know if we could hyperspace with a TIE fighter being towed?
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, that would be.
If you had
weird.
like maybe a tractor beam, or some sort of other MacGuffin technology, then yes. But you're basically using a tow cable.
I mean, that's kind of what I was thinking here. So the rest of the squad is, what do we do with the Dark TIE?
Hand it over to the Concorde. Let them run their. Let them take it apart and send everything they can to the New Hope.
All right, I will. Yeah, I'll send over basically a data packet of this is what it is. So it's got the remains of a brain in there. We need it analysed as thoroughly as possible, and we need the information of that relaying to us as quickly as we can to stop their manufacture.
Okay, roger that. Ranger Squad. Good work. We'll start.
I'll bring it in, or bring it within tractor beam range.
Okay. Well, what we'll do is we'll magna lock it to the side of the hull, with it where the airlock port is, so that it's attached to the ship when we go into hyperspace. So that should work. Ranger Squad. We have a incoming transmission, which we're having to boost on our end. Looks like it's coming from, the signal's very faint, but it's for you. Shall I relay it?
Yes, please.
All right, everyone make comms rolls.
8.
19.
16.
Okay. Jim? Are you
second. Just dealing with the little one.
Oh. It's actually a mute point because he's still on comms point. He's on comms silent. So when you guys go to hyperspace, he's going to be sitting there going, "What?"
That's
Right.
right. We'll signal to him and
yeah.
turn them back on.
I'll make a just out the door.
17.
17. Okay. Make a computer programming roll, please.
No. Is that knowledge or?
It's technical.
Technical.
Yeah. I need to take your ship apart when we get back.
Yeah.
We don't actually know anything's happening. Oh yeah, we do. We knew that it happened first time.
So I get to roll 2 dice, and the first 2 dice was 12. 13.
Jolly good. Okay. There are no problems whatsoever. You are fine. So, the incoming signal seems to be on a Imperial bandwidth, but it's got a Rebel code attached to it. And the, for want of a better word, caller is identifying themselves as Dash Handsome.
Dash Handsome.
Range squad, this is Dash. Do you receive me? Over.
Dash, this is Ranger Squadron.
I'm currently being pursued at these coordinates. These are a totally different set of coordinates from where he was supposed to be. Require an assist. Over.
How far away from us is that?
It's actually not far away for you guys.
We'll be there very shortly.
Okay. You can hear blaster fire on the on the comms.
What's your situation? What are you up against?
Currently under pursuit by TIE fighters after what I can only describe it as a daring and heroic escape from an Imperial prison, if I do say so myself. Now get your asses over here and give me a hand.
Yeah, I'll already be having my astromech put in the...
Sorry?
I say he wishes he was as daring as heroic as us.
I'm not going to contradict him right now. I'll just
Is it Dash Handsome or Gilroy Lockhart? Is he writing novels of his daring escapes?
What, like hollow novels like Lando does in the Han Solo movie? Chapter 2, How I Escaped an Imperial Pleasant Planet without any assistance from anyone else. Right.
Yeah, I'll comm the rebel ship and say we have to go.
You do have to go. There is a Star Destroyer coming out of the nebula.
Yeah, coordinates are already going in from my astromech.
Right, everyone make astrogation roll because it's off the cuff. And
I'm going to get my astromech to make the astrogation roll.
I can't assume everyone's doing
astromech.
Astromechs have 5D.
5D.
So unless you can beat 5D,
I'm 4D plus 2, but my astromech's
not bad. I'm 3D plus 2. I do not have a specialist.
22.
Yep, that'll do.
17.
Okay.
21.
Uh, 21 as well.
Just going to make a roll for the Carillion Corvette.
Hopefully they should be well positioned, given they got forewarning.
Yep, they're good. Right, they spin up their hyperdrive.
They go one way, we go another way.
A fast velocity escape, jumping into the star screen, into the hyperspace star screen. As do you guys. It's a short 20-minute hyperspace jump.
20 minutes.
Yep.
Thought it would be closer, but yeah, okay.
20 minutes is pretty close. Usually they measured in hours.
Yeah.
Space is big.
Yeah,
really big.
No, bigger than that.
Are you sure it's not really close?
Well, it's 4-dimensional space, and you're using basically technology that puts you into a parallel universe. Who's to say?
We're making it really close in order to get there in 20 minutes.
You move at the speed of plot.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, you come out of hyperspace.
Yeah.
You come out of hyperspace around. Well, not around. Close to a large red dwarf. The red dwarf? No, sorry, wrong word. Large red gas giant. Much like Jupiter. Everyone makes sensors rolls.
Or a very, very small brown dwarf.
Yeah. These
Do we add anything for the ship on this?
You will get 2D, I believe.
2D of what?
Oh, wow. 27.
2D from the ship, plus our normal sensors skill.
Yes, please.
Sweet.
28.
Straight 20.
17.
Okay. Jim.
Yes.
Please make a computer programming repair roll for your astromech droid.
Oh, that's 5D, isn't it? Is that right?
Nope.
Oh. Zero.
Look.
40.
40.
Still, by the sounds of it, better than you.
19.
19, okay. Do you have a name for your astromech droid?
P3. No, R3. 40.
R340. Okay, so
Yeah.
R340 screams a series of chirps and peeps and whistles at you, which translates onto the monitor in front of you. The astromech droid has detected a not a virus, but a series of anomalies within the X-Wing's primary control nodes. This seems to be spreading, and it's spreading towards the astromech droid. The astromech droid needs to deactivate itself to basically not be infected. But it can't do it without your permission because it's got a slave bolt.
Yeah, deactivate itself and deal with it.
Okay.
Got a few problems there, guys.
Right. Guys, what did you get for your sensor rolls?
29, I think.
29?
Less than that. 20.
20?
19, I think.
19. Okay. On your sensors, you can see that a Imperial Lambda shuttle, the Imperial shuttles with the wings and the point,
A beautiful butterfly
is being chased by 2 TIE fighters and a TIE bomber through the upper layer of the gas giant.
Yeah, I'm just full throttle straight away.
I'm gonna follow, but I'm also gonna try and raise the shuttle on comms.
Make a comms roll.
Do we know Wraith's having the problems?
Sorry? No, you put him on communication shutdown.
No, we told him to turn them back on, remember?
Oh, yes. Only if he's reported to you as such.
Yeah, we're having some problems here, guys. I've having to shut the astromech down. I think I've got some sort of virus on board.
Shit.
Disable your tracking beacon and get back to New Hope.
I can't leave you out there on your own.
If you don't get back soon, you're going to have trouble getting back.
We'll be fine, Wraith. We need to get you back safely.
If we have to do a combat jump without your astromech, you're going to be...
Okay, I'll try and get R3 to reboot the system, and then I'll see where I am from there. Yeah?
Just get back, shut down the X-Wing completely.
Can we send him some astrogation data from?
Oh yeah, that's probably a good point.
Can our astromechs do that?
Right, so you can send a series of astrogation a series of astromech coordinates to him, and he would be able to do it, but he would still need to make an astrogation roll, but it would be a lot easier. The problem, basically, what a hyperdrive navigation computer does is that it has real-time information about where all the gravity wells are in hyperspace, and a gravity well could be anything from a planet to a black hole to a meteor shower, and these are all things that move in the galaxy to somewhat, so it's constantly computing and updating itself. By the time you send something to Jim's character, it will already be out of date, but it will make the roll easier.
All right, I'm gonna do that then.
Cool. Dan, 14 trying to raise the shuttle.
It's about time you guys got here.
We were 20 minutes away.
I've been skipping these TIE fighters for 20 minutes. Do you know how hard that is?
In a shuttle?
I'm behind the skip, behind the controls here.
In a shuttle, that doesn't look fun. Right, don't worry. We'll scratch them off you pretty soon. We'll scratch
Get these TIE fighters off my arse.
Already on our way.
So I rolled the astrogation roll. I got the 1 on the white dice. So I'm gonna use one of these nice reroll because I want to
sending Jim into a sun.
Right, everyone make
supernova.
Yeah, that would be unfortunate.
Everyone make starfighter piloting rolls to kind of, whack the engines on full throttle and make a dive towards this gas giant. We'll make those rolls and then we'll have a quick 2-minute break.
Yeah, so it's going to be 21.
Do I need to make that roll, or am I dealing with this?
No, you're making that roll as well because we've opted for you to stay.
What roll is it? Sorry.
Sorry.
What roll is it?
I thought he was staying with you.
No.
Then you were giving it to him.
We're coming him some.
Ah.
So that's what.
Yeah.
So Eve is currently sending him some data so that he can get out of here on the grounds that if it takes him a few minutes to make sure he's lined up properly before jumping, we're still combat ready. And if we have to evacuate from a pursuing Star Destroyer, we've got the guy without an active mech.
21 for the astrogation.
Okay.
I got 45 for the piloting.
And now piloting roll.
Bye-bye. I'll catch up with you in a minute.
Sparks, what did you get?
Oh, less than 45. Give me a second. I've got quite a lot of ones. None of them on interesting dice,
We
but
are
lots of ones.
Full maneuverability now, right?
Sorry?
We are always...
you're on full maneuverability.
Yeah, I got a 6 on my wild die, then a 4, plus 4 5s, 2 4s, 2 3s, and a plus.
You slam in those engines.
I got 23.
Yeah, well, okay.
So, no, sorry, I'm still confused. So is Jim staying in system while
no,
he's
getting back to
just
the
going. He's going, right, okay.
Well,
Right,
we've
and
asked him
that's
to,
a
whether he
reroll.
does. It's up to him.
So, Eve, what did you get for your astrogations roll then?
21.
21, right.
And I'm going through all my rerolls. Well, I still have one left to this one, but I'm rolling ones like crazy now.
Okay.
I'm gonna change my white die. It's not a good one. It's banished this one now.
I made 3. I rolled 3 ones on that piloting check. Fortunately, none of them were the wild die.
Yeah, that's better. Okay, this.
So do all our droids come with one of the restraining
30.
bolts?
They've all got restraining bolts on them.
Can I have removed the one on my droid?
If you wanted if you wanted them to be removed, they would have been removed. Speaking of which, sorry, before we said that, Eve, what did you get?
30 for Starfighter pilot.
Right. Okay. Jim.
Yeah.
If you decide to bug out,
Yeah.
You're going to need to make an astrogations roll, which will be made easier by Eve's spatial coordinates, or you can make a harder droid programming repair roll. Basically connecting your X-Wing to your droid and trying to purge the system, but you're using it as a droid program repair roll, which is technical.
Okay. Can I use a force
You can use
point?
character points or force points. So a force point will double your dice pool.
Okay.
Could use a character point and a force point.
You can't use both at the same time.
Oh.
So how many character points have you got at the moment?
5.
5. So how many do you have in technical?
Oh, Jim's just been given a reroll.
Oh, there you go.
Rerolls are only as good as
2
your dice
dice in
pool.
technical.
Yeah, sorry?
2 dice in technical.
Right, so you can either spend a force point and get 4 dice with a reroll.
Yeah.
Or you can use those 2D and just carry on spending character points if you need to.
Okay.
To a total of 5.
So what do character points do? They give me an
They
extra
give you
die?
a D6, yeah.
Right, okay. We'll do that.
Right. Or do you want to astrogate out?
No. I'm gonna
Okay.
try and join the boys if we can. Okay. 14 with 2 dice.
Bloody hell.
Okay. That's pretty good.
Those 2 dice are charmed.
You're not there, but a couple of character points might do it.
17,
Yeah.
19, 25.
Yes.
So that's
Right,
1,
it doesn't
2, 3
so.
character points.
You link the ship's computer into the Astromech's computer and sort of do a dual purge of the system using the droid's clean core to basically help rewrite the Starship's program. When you reboot everything, to want of a better word again, the system is clean. You can't see any other gremlins or ghosts in the machine. And you're able to fly fine.
Okay. I'll try and catch up with the others.
Okay. Right. Shall we we'll have a quick break there.
Sure.
And come back in about 5 minutes, yeah?
Okie dokie.
All right, cool. And welcome back to Garblag Games and Range Squadron Star Wars. Our pilots are basically accelerating at speed towards this Lambda shuttle, and is pursuing TIE fighters and TIE bomber. First up is Raj, followed by Sparks, then
No.
Pulsar, then Wraith.
Pulsar was ahead of me.
Pulsar was ahead of you?
Yep.
Okay. So, let's start with...
Eventually, once he used all his rerolls.
Yeah.
Let's start with Deep Freeze then. So basically, because you're coming down at a very fast, steep angle, they're concentrating on shooting down the shuttle. They're basically skimming in and out of the atmosphere of this gas giant. You're going to catch them by surprise. So you've got a free attack round. So,
why do I foresee a very brief combat?
Okay, I'm gonna do 2 actions.
Okay.
So my first one, I am going to shoot one of the fighters with my lasers.
Okay.
So I get
need
one
my
less
rulebook.
die.
Unless you've memorised the damage tables, I hope
I really
so.
have at this rate.
Yeah.
Certainly memorized the page numbers.
It's a good start.
Tell you what, there was one thing that West End Games lacked, and that was a good Games Master screen. Sorry.
Oh.
What did you get?
28.
28. Right.
I nearly bought one off eBay the other day, one of the original ones, but it cost too much money. So.
I bet. First
May only have one D6 in force use, but I'm very good in a ship.
Right, okay. Do this. Am I going to try and dodge? Yes, I'm going to try and dodge. TIE Fighter. I have that ready, and then I have that in my maneuverability. It occurred to me I'm rolling a weighted dice, so I'm going to throw that away. No, not at all. Not a sausage. Nada, zip, zilch, very low. You hit. Roll for damage.
It's 60 for the lasers, isn't it?
Yes, it is, sir.
Boom.
So.
Oh, sorry, were you aiming for a TIE fighter or a TIE bomber?
TIE fighter.
Okay.
Well, with the first one.
Dead a hull, so I get an extra soak dice. Woo!
If there's anything still alive by the time it's my action, I tend to drop a torpedo onto the TIE bomber to make sure.
At 35, I rolled a 6 twice on my wild.
Wow.
Okay.
That was definitely an F.
Okay, well, I have rolled a 6 on my soak dice. 16. How much did you get?
35.
Gee whiz. Okay. Yeah, so even with my wild die and a reroll, that's still enough to do on the on the Starship damage chart a straight out destroyed. Kaboo. Okay,
Nice.
Pulsar.
Oh, hang on.
Yep.
Do I get... Oh no, my second action is at the end.
Yeah, you do. Everyone does one action, and everyone does 2 actions.
So, Pulsar.
So Starfighter, no,
Starfighter, gunnery.
no, that's the same.
Are you shooting a torpedo or guns? I mean,
I'm
if you're
going for
shooting at a TIE
guns,
fighter,
yeah. Well,
TIE fighter,
I'm going
just
for
do
guns.
Yeah.
Just in case that other advanced TIE suddenly make a reappearance for some reason. I want to keep my torpedoes.
I haven't used any yet. I want to launch one already. Like, I have not launched a single torpedo in this campaign so far.
Just saying there's a TIE bomber right there.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Right behind you.
Just take our all of us take our first actions and
+1.
It's also what my second action's for.
27.
yeah, I guessed.
Oh, Rog, you're gone all blurry.
Becoming a Force Ghost.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you look like a Force ghost. Did you just, like, you know, are you now one with the Force?
Oh god, even if I turn the camera thing off. What is going on here?
Did you put something on your camera? Maybe you need to wipe the camera.
Oh, there you go. There you are.
That worked.
I mean, but
wrong background.
that's Traveller.
You see nothing. There we go.
Anyway, yes, thank you. Sorry, Pulsar,
ignore
what did you get there?
You guys carry on. I just need to move people around because you've just swapped places with Dan.
Sorry, Pulsar, what did you get?
27.
27. Okay, I will try and dodge. Nope. Roll a hit. I'll roll for damage, sorry.
Alright, damage is 6.
60, yep.
Ooh, 6 on the wide eye.
Yes.
Good, because the other one are not so good. Alright, that's...
Run Pulsar, smoke another one.
23.
Ooh, okay, I might be able to soak that.
No, it's not that great. Lot of 1, 2, and 3s.
Oh, right, okay. I'm gonna, yeah. Right,
Maybe
so
you're not
it
gonna
was
soak
enough
that.
to soak, but you're on the severely damaged chart. So if you roll high on the severely damaged chart, you'll still destroy it. So roll a d6.
4.
4. Disabled weapons. All weapons from on the ship are destroyed. Okay.
Good enough.
Good enough, yeah.
Threat eliminated.
So
Spanners. Sparks, sorry. What?
Spanners.
Oh no, sorry.
That's just him addressing us.
Torpedo, TIE bomber.
Let's do it. I'm just going to bring up my TIE bomber stats. Bear with.
I'm taking that reroll that I got given earlier because I do not want to one on the wild die while launching torpedoes.
What's the worst that can happen?
The worst I would expect to happen is I miss and hit the blooming shuttle. Do the bomber's job for it.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Still far too many ones, but not on the wild die. 10, 17, 19.
Oh my gosh, the TIE bomber has no maneuverability dice.
What is a bomber?
Right, so it's a straight 4D. So I'm going to
a bomber?
strike
No, a
dodge.
bomber. Oh, sorry.
To be fair, my roll was really not great, but
Still, straight off my Starfighter piloting. Oh dear, it's one of my wild die.
Good.
Take away my highest. 8.
so that'll be a hit then. I'll take it.
Roll for damage. Now, but I do get a bigger hull, so...
So 9D for damage.
Yeah.
However, yeah, you get a bigger hull. I got a bigger boom. Right. Bloody hell. 20... 29. On 9D. It's not spectacular.
No, that's fairly low.
What did you get?
29.
Right, I'm rolling 4D. Sorry, excuse me. 3 ones. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 1, 6.
Wow.
So I'm rolling bad, but not as bad as
That was awful.
I mean,
that was
that
pure
is
awful.
pretty bad.
So Sparks is kind of coming and going, somewhere over there. Oh, I hit it. Oh, it blew up. Rolled absolutely crap on my rolls,
that's
but just
epic.
not as badly as you. So 29 versus 5 or 6.
Right.
So 23 past the soak.
Boom.
Jim.
Did the bomber blow
Dan,
up? Or?
what happened?
Oh, sorry. It was just straight up destroyed. Did I miss? I just kind of assumed we were all on the same page with that one.
Well,
I mean, we thought it would be, but
if I
It literally disintegrates.
Shit on the damage,
There's nothing,
I would have just assumed.
nothing left.
But
The explosion is such a horrendous fireball of energy and flame that it, in fact, ignites part of the gas beneath it on the surface of the gas giant, which must have some sort of flammable gas in it, and just goes and sends out a small flaming shockwave
awesome.
after it blows up.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Right, Wraith. You're a little bit further
Yeah,
right.
because
There's one TIE fighter left, which has got no weapons. You can take a shot.
Yeah.
Or I believe you're going to try and shoot it. Okay, it's going to be a bit harder for you from the distance.
Yeah.
And then you're basically kill stealing from deep freeze. I'm just saying because you had one more action left, but we won't hold it against you.
All I'm saying is it worked in Dragonlance.
Oh, old wounds.
it's true. That is very much what they did in Dragonlance.
All right, let's do it. What did you get?
+3 dice, isn't it?
Are you shooting guns or torpedo?
Which has got the
The
longest
torpedo
range?
launcher has, but it's only 2D for your fire control.
Yeah, we'll go. Yeah,
Oh god, that's so overkill.
Torpedoes.
Damn it, Ty. Eat torpedo.
25.
25. Okay. Actually, you hit because it's already dodged once, and it was an epic fail. So you hit. Roll for damage. I'm going to roll my 2D from your
all the
90.
sixes. All the sixes. Come on, Dan, you can do it. Believe.
Force is with me. The dark side of the force is with me.
Ooh,
I've got a black shirt on and everything.
26.
Okay, I've rolled.
Are you one with the dark?
I don't rate
I am
Dan's
one with the-
chances.
Again, it disintegrates. One wing spins off into the void. The rest of the ship just drops into the gas below, disappearing.
I mean, TIE fighters, been there, done that.
TIE fighter versus proton torpedo.
Pretty much how you expect it, really.
Report TIE fighter versus proton torpedo.
There's just not really. There's only two ways that could go. You kill it, or you completely fuck up and miss the shot.
So your comms bling on as Dash comms you.
As they do that, because obviously I'm going hell for leather. I'm
Oh, yeah, of
assuming
course.
it's faster than a shuttle.
Yes, definitely.
I basically want to barrel roll over the shuttle and then kind of land perfectly, next to it.
I'm not
As I
going to
finish.
make a roll because you had a free action left over, so you kind of just do that spin.
Through the exploding ties as well.
So when the comms go off, Dash
You
goes,
are
"Well,
showing
you know the difference between me and you. I don't have to show off to show how much of a good pilot I am. I'm just saying. But thank you for the assist. It's much appreciated."
That wasn't showing off. You'd know if we were showing off.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to hold it against you, friend.
The force was with us.
Thanks for saving my bacon. So we've got a bit of a situation. When don't we ever? I managed to track the cargo freighter that was on board with the pioneering spirit over to a hidden location where this factory was. I was able to get some information. We've got at least 3 days before the base is fully operational and it can start kind of rolling out, mass producing these dark ties. Only problem is I was then captured, managed to escape with a friend here next to me. You can't see her. With this Lambda shuttle after I was taken to an Imperial prison planet. Before I escaped, I managed to find out that the Moth, who was overseeing the Dark Tide project, actually sold my ship off because he seems to be a bit of a dodgy bastard, making money on the side. We need to get the pioneering spirit because that's got the location of the base on it. I already know where it is.
Well, that's a good start.
I've already been onto the comms with the person who's got it.
Okay.
I need you guys to come with me just to cover my backs as we
We've got
go
it.
and jabber the hut.
The huts.
The huts. We're going to Tatooine.
And what are the huts getting as part of this?
Well, this shuttle for one. But we're going to be talking about the details when we get there.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Well, Pulsar, I understand that you're a bit of a shrewd negotiator. Perhaps you can assist.
I'll try, yeah.
All right.
They're not the easiest to deal with, the huts.
Well, I know that. This isn't my first encounter with them. I'd only just gotten out of debt with the huts. Right. So whenever you're ready, it's about a 12-hour hyperspace jump from here to Tatooine.
I'll com Wraith directly. How's the ship looking, Wraith? Are you good to do this?
Yeah, all looking good now. Yeah, R3 back to working normally, and so's the ship.
Might be worth getting Sparks to give it the once over when we arrive at Tatooine.
I want comms back. We should come back to the New Hope and give them an update on the situation.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll kind of quickly flick back to squad comms. Yes, good idea.
I'll do that. I'm also going to explicitly request that in the time they have before we get back, because it's going to be, a day or a day and more before we get back. Could they please try? Could somebody please try and prep some of those ion cannons as much as they can, so that we can have the best chance of
You comm the New Hope. I'm not going to make you roll.
Yeah.
You get an ensign.
Okay.
Comms officer.
Yeah.
No one of high rank.
Yeah.
But they say that the admiral and the command staff are currently in communication with a ship called the Concorde.
Good.
And we are prioritizing getting the weapon systems ready for your X-wings.
That sounds brilliant. That's what I was going to ask.
We will coordinate it with the information that we're getting from the Concorde.
Yep.
On the dark tide that they have. I understand it though. New Hope Actual's a little miffed that you didn't bring him the ship and that you gave it over to the rebels.
Well, he can argue with the Star Destroyer that would have had it if we hadn't given it to the rebels.
Do you want me to pass that on directly, Ranger 1? Ranger Squad?
Yeah, you do that. We weren't going to argue with the Star Destroyer.
Right, you are. So, from what you've told me, did you tell him that you're going to Tatooine, by the way?
Yes, so I've relayed all the information out.
Okay.
We're going to Tatooine. We've got a 2-3 day window. We need to recover data from Tatooine about the location we need to hit.
You've got to go, Ranger Squad.
Yeah.
By the time you get back with the coordinates for this hidden laboratory/factory, we'll have the weapon systems in place to upgrade your ship. We'll have further information on the Dark TIE fighters so that we'll be able to have particular targets in place for you when you're attacking them. With that, plus the location, we should be at some sort of an advantage.
Best shot we're going to get.
All right. This is New Hope, over and out.
Okay.
Hey, let's put in the coordinates to Tatooine.
Okay.
Punch it.
Just saying to my R4, you have a bad feeling about this.
I'm not going to make you roll as you go into hyperspace because it's quite a well-travelled hyperspace route.
Yeah.
You've got 12 hours in your cockpits. It's not the first time that you've done long hauls in your cockpits. Part of the X-Wing tactic for the Rebel Alliance is that guerrilla hit-and-run tactic warfare, so you do spend a lot of time. But, you've got your flight suits on, you're going to get a bit uncomfortable and sweaty, and you've been in here a while, plus you've been in a couple of dogfights, so the adrenaline's been pumping.
To be fair, I don't know whether the dogfight gave me more of an adrenaline rush or the spacewalk.
Or the spacewalk. So if you want to take a rest, that's fine.
Yeah, I'll have a snooze.
Or if you want to have if there's anything that you need to discuss between the two of you, between the group or with Dash, now is the time.
Dash, have you worked with the New Hope before?
No, I haven't. I've worked with the Rebel Alliance plenty of times. They pay well for my smuggling skills. And I'm not sure we say a rebel at heart, but I believe in the cause, as it were.
Just a bit concerning when we found a damaged TIE who was surrendering to us and showed interest in joining the cause. New Hope told us to destroy it.
Well, I don't know, Range Squad. I mean, my view on it would be a lot of them are Mon Calamari, and they've had it pretty bad under the Empire, and they've been alone out here for a long time. They've been fighting this war out here before there was a Rebel Alliance. Hell, according to the stories, they've been out here fighting this since the Clone Wars ended, which was a long time ago now. And
doesn't feel like it.
No, well, maybe not for you. So yeah, I expect out here in the cold black alone, they've certainly developed a cold shell, and every Imperial they kill means one less Imperial that can attack them. But
they've got to know they ain't going to win an attrition war.
I think they do, and I think that's one of the reasons why they want to join the Rebel Alliance, or why the Rebel Alliance want them. But I can only
killing surrendering pilots. It's wrong.
It's not right. It's not right at all. But
well, luckily we handed all those pilots over to the Alliance.
Well, that's good.
We recovered 4 pilots for the Rebel Alliance. That's another squadron.
Yeah, that is another squadron. Right. Okay.
Yeah, after that, I'll just kind of...
You will have a rest or meditation or, sleep. Eventually, you're kind of...
I'm imagining that I'll sort of have to spend a little while playing whatever the Star Wars equivalent of solitaire is before I can actually... before the buzz fades enough that I can get some sleep.
Spark solitaire mode.
Something like solitaire. Right, you get what rest you can sitting in a cockpit. So, sorry, what was that?
Spark Solitaire. It sounds like a very sleazy song.
It does a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But I kind of got an imagination of a punk song as well.
A very seductive song.
Oh, okay. So you get that rest. What rest you can with the cramp and the confined space and the flight suits and the helmets and all the beeping consoles and the sound of hyperspace, because apparently you can hear things in deep space, but there you go. Eventually the alarms go off and you come out of hyperspace around, to us, what is a familiar image of Tatooine. To you guys, maybe not. Maybe some of you have been here, maybe some of you haven't. I imagine one of you here has probably, maybe Eve's character with their background. And you follow the lander shuttle down, and basically Dash says we're going to meet them in the desert at a neutral location. I'm going to land. I think you guys need to land with me, or maybe stay out of reach. What do you think? I would definitely want Pulsar with me.
Yep.
Someone should go with him.
Yeah.
I'll say over the squad net.
Maybe Pulsar and Stringer go with him, and we stay up to provide fire support if needed.
My co-pilot's also here as well, so she can give us a bit of backup as well.
Okay, we'll stay airborne. Any problems, you tell us, we'll be there.
Okay, you guys, if you're going to stay airborne, you've got to stay out of range of their sensors and out of sight. So,
all right.
Okay. Right, so Eve, with the lander shuttle, you guys kind of come over the horizon, fly close to the sand. Sand sprays out underneath you. Eventually, you slow down the engines, and the landing gears come down, and the sand again pulls away, sprays out. In front of you as you're landing, there is the Jabba the Hutt sail barge from Return of the Jedi. Just out in front
Blow
of
it up, cause a continuity error.
Just out in front of it is Jabba the Hutt with a rusty, kind of dirty brown coloured protocol droid. That's what I was looking for. And a swoop bike gang. So they kind of got those. They've got leather jackets. They've got blaster rifles. They imagined kind of like those Sons of Anarchy types, but in the Star Wars universe. And you kind of climb out of your cockpit. Dash comes down out of the lander shuttle. There's this like steam jets going off as he walks down. Not quite as dramatic as Darth Vader or Palpatine, but certainly air to it. With him is his co-pilot and fellow escapee from the prison planet, a Wookiee, female Wookiee. She's kind of got dark brown fur or hair. She's kind of got bleach blonde tips on all of them. She's got a sort of Mohican going all the way down from her head to her waist, and she's got a sort of black flak jacket on, and she's holding a stormtrooper blaster rifle. Right, you three.
We've just been raided by 129 people.
Oh my!
Oh, blimey.
So Pulsar.
Oh, that's why we got to. Hey, hello.
Deep Freeze. No, not Pulsar, sorry. Sparks, Deep Freeze, Wraith. Make a roll. Basically, I want Starfighter piloting rolls for you.
The idea, the suggestion was Wraith and Pulsar would go down. And
Wraith is going down as well.
That was the suggestion.
Okay. Wraith is good shot with his blaster pistol.
That's basically what I'm thinking.
Yeah, okay, so Wraith, you go down as well. So I want Sparks and Deep Freeze to make Starfighter piloting rolls.
Including maneuverability or just...
No, because you're in atmosphere.
That's fine.
I think we were thinking the same thing there, weren't we?
I was thinking it's lesser manoeuvring, it's lesser taking advantage of the maneuverability and more knowing where to position yourself.
Yeah.
29.
Okay, he's still good even without those bonus dice.
So I think I've got one reroll left.
Okay.
Well, there you go.
Good to know.
Straight 20.
Okay.
Thank you for those rerolls. They were really useful. Because without that, it probably would have been a lot less, and I had one on the wild die.
Oh my.
Ouchie.
Ouch, yes. Okay, well, and thank you very much for those new people who are joining us tonight. If you're not aware, we're doing Star Wars West End Games, D6, and this is Ranger Squadron you see before you. I know they're quite a motley bunch, but you have to take the players you can get. Right, okay. Right,
I see, yeah.
I'd be a male model.
Wraith and Pulsar, you are in your flight suits in the desert. It's hot. It's sandy. Sand is coarse and rough. It gets everywhere. Even in your flight suits.
Pulsar, aren't you glad that Twi'leks are a desert species?
Yeah.
So,
on the other hand, I'm gonna meet a hat. So.
You've got a bit of a showdown now. So you've got Jabba's sail barge in the background, this swoop gang off their bikes, off their swoop bikes, hanging around Jabba the Hutt. But they've all kind of like got their weapons trained on you. And Dash.
So, out of character, guys, I don't think we're going to be able to take Jabba the Hutt out. I've just got this odd feeling.
Well, it depends on whether Dan wants to go down a slightly alternate history.
At that timeline.
Why not?
So you never know. I'm open to suggestions. So Jabba starts talking in Huttese. So you can make a language roll, but he's also got a translator droid there. The protocol droid says, "The great and powerful Jabba the Hutt greets you, Dash. How can we... Let's talk deal." And Dash kind of gives Jabba the Hutt a sort of look, and he goes, "Hey, Jabba, you know me. And they start going into sort of negotiations. It's a bit of back and forth. They've already agreed that the Imperial shuttle will be taken by Jabba. There's a talk about favors and money and debt. I'm going to make a roll.
Yeah. So what's our objective again? Can you remind me of that?
Get the pioneering spirit back, which currently Jabba has, because he bought it off a corrupt Moff who was running the prison planet that Dash escaped from. That pioneering spirit, the YT-1300 frigate, has the location of the Dark TIE Fighter project in its navigation computer.
And with any luck, Jabba doesn't know that.
Yes, let's hope. Stop giving me ideas. Right. Pulsar. Conversation seems to be going a little bit skew-if.
Yeah.
Do you have bargain or con or something like that?
I do have con, yes.
Do you have bargain?
No.
Okay, so you can make a con roll. Do you want to try and con Jabba the Hutt?
I'm not sure. Well, yes, assume I would need to have an angle to do that first.
So, what do you suggest? So basically, it seems to be that Jabba's got the upper hand in negotiations. The price seems to be escalating for Dash. What can you bring in a sort of con into the conversation that might influence Dash's side of the argument? Maybe you can say, well, look, we're the Rebel Alliance. You can tell by these X-Wings. Perhaps maybe we could owe you a favor.
We've got wind that the Imperials are after this ship.
Yeah,
and the Moff who sold it didn't. You don't. There's a risk to that one, which it might make it more valuable, so it could backfire. You want to make it.
Why don't we offer them a free pass?
Or you try and claim that the shuttle's more valuable.
Which is, the pioneering spirit is quite a clapped out piece of junk. Being
so
quite
you want to boosting, upselling the, talking up the shuttle.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll try this ship is wanted by the Empire.
Okay, make a con roll.
So he doesn't want the ship to be there. I know it's probably not so afraid of the Empire, but that's never a good
It's just
thing
complications for business.
Yeah, it's like there's gonna be annoyances and. Right.
Has anybody got a thermal detonator?
They are great for negotiations.
Yeah, I've been told. Yeah.
Right. While you're making that roll,
D+2. Let's try that.
Sparks and Deep Freeze make sense rolls. Passive, so no extra bonuses, just straight out sensors.
Okay.
23. Okay.
I hope you're all better than me, Roger.
I'm going to use my reroll. That was 3 1s including on the wild.
10.
10.
Oh,
wow, no. You're actually rolling against my hide
15.
roll.
18.
Narodnik is offering 26,000 groats if we try and kill Jabba.
Right, okay. So
Might hit him with a proton torpedo.
Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah, that would probably do for him.
Jabba the Hutt seems to get angry.
On the red corner, Jabba the Hutt. On the blue corner, a proton torpedo.
Jabba the Hutt gets angry and he goes, "Rah!" He says something aggressive in Huttese. He then snatches a weapon from one of the swoop gangers, points it at the droid, and basically blasts it, completely disintegrating the protocol droid away. All the swoop gangers are kind of looking rather sheepish and confused. At which point, Jabba starts talking again. Eve, make a language roll. That's on knowledge.
That's on knowledge. I don't have language, but I have 3D on knowledge.
So that's pretty good. And Dash will take a language roll as well.
And I've got 12.
Oops.
That's actually pretty good. Because being a Twi'lek, you've probably hung around huts before, or at least seen their written word.
Not necessarily willingly.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, well, Twi'leks are enslaved mostly by huts.
Yeah.
So Jabba's saying, yeah, all right. If it's dodgy, if the shuttle's worth more, then take the thing and go. But Dash, as agreed, you owe me a big favor and the agreed sum of money. Right.
Yeah, that's Dash problem.
Deep freeze. You've seen the pioneering spirit hidden in a valley under a load of kind of like camouflage tarp. So you could nick it now.
I'm assuming long-range communication's got a chance of being intercepted.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, what about just like ship-to-ship comm? Could I get that to spark safely?
To spark safely, well, make a comms roll.
I'm not going to chance it if I think there's a risk. I will just...
They'll be listening, basically.
Oh yeah, I'm just going to stay silent. But
You're not going to try and nick it.
Well, I'm just kind of waiting to hear in case everything goes tits up. Otherwise, I'll try and swoop down and nick it.
Okay. Right. Well, if you leave it, you see a couple of crew come out and start taking off the tarp and the camo. They spin up the engines and it kind of takes off from the canyon and starts heading towards the location of Pulsar and Wraith.
Okay.
Wraith,
Yes,
how twitchy are you feeling on your trigger?
very.
Okay.
I've got sand in my eyes and sand in my pants, so I'm very twitchy.
Right, okay.
And a 12-hour flight home before you can get showered.
These swoop gangers have been giving you some looks, They've been like, you think they're like itching for a bit of a fight, and one of them, when Jabba finishes talking, and you've kind of got, you got your gun out, or have you got it? Everyone else has got their guns out.
I've got it unclipped, and I'm just fingering it.
Okay, so one of the swoop gangers clearly has a nervous trigger finger, and due to the pressure and stress of the situation, fires off a blaster bolt at you. It completely misses. What is your reaction?
I'm going to shoot him between the eyes, but I'm just going to shoot him, actually.
Okay, make a roll.
Oh, dear.
If I hit him between the eyes, that'd be like a really good thing, but...
Okay. I believe your heavy blaster pistol's quite good. Well, at least it's better than everyone else's blaster.
60.
Yeah, and you've got a heavy blaster pistol, which does 5d damage.
Yes.
That's gonna sting.
It certainly is. 21, 25, 26.
Lutz shot first. No, not really.
Only when it comes to torpedoes.
This, you know what? You absolutely do. So this blaster bolt goes off by your head. And in an almost Han Solo-esque smooth motion, your hand just whips out your heavy blaster from its pulsar, from its holster, and you just look and you just go, and you hit him straight in the head with his heavy blaster pistol, basically burning off the front of his face, and he falls and slumps over his swoop bike. At which point, Jabba basically goes, "Rah!"
Oh, hell.
No, well, this is Jabba the Hutt. So Jabba the Hutt is going to make... So Jabba shouts a lot. He shouts at the swoop gangers, punches one in the face and says, well, you can't hear what he's saying, but basically, from what his Hutties, he's basically saying something along the of everybody stop shooting each other. Because this is he's still got to do business. If people shoot each other during business, it doesn't make good business. So the pioneering spirit flies over You guys get back into your cockpits. Jabba exchange.
Did we nick it?
Sorry?
Did they not nick it?
You won't. No, you didn't nick it,
we
did
didn't.
you?
Oh.
No.
Oh.
So, Pioneering Spirit lands. The Wookiee and Dash get on board the YT-1300. The two X-Wing pilots clamber back into their X-Wings. There's a slight back and forth between Jabba and Dash just before he gets back onto the onto his ship, and you think like Dash seems to be agreeing about something. Unless there's anything else you guys want to do on Tatooine.
Yeah,
Temptation
just
to shoot
before,
Jabba with a torpedo.
Just before I get back into my X-Wing, I'm going to stand on like the wing part of it and just do like a really chavvy with my arms out to my side, as if like, yeah, that's what you get. And then after we get in.
Brilliant. Okay.
Thug life.
Thug life.
And
Right. Okay.
I will tilt my head to one side as well, like that.
And then it turns into a war zone.
So, no, again, it's business, and Jabba can't. He won't double cross you because otherwise, no one will want to do business with him. So you take off, you fly away, and all of you head into hyperspace.
Hey.
And I think we will leave it there. So it is very likely that next session will be the last one, I think. Because
Already.
we're building into the big climax of you guys taking on this base. So
I
imagine it basically will kind of boil down to how long the combat goes.
Yeah.
It spreads over 1 or 2 sessions. Okay, so thank you very much, everybody. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed this Star Wars D6 session. Thank you for joining us tonight. Don't forget that tomorrow you have Traveller, and on Friday you have Spire, and both have prizes to be won. So again, thank you. I've had a lovely time. Thank you to all my wonderful players, and have a lovely evening, and may the Force be with you.
Thank you very much.
And also with you.
Good evening.